best friends, welcome back to another video. So in today's video we're going to be talking about how to make your 2023 the best year, setting goals, little secrets and little things that you need to put in place to make it work better in 2023. I'm excited about this video because I'm going to be sharing some things that have worked for me and I really do hope it works for you. So yeah, let's get right into the video. Before we continue, in case you're new here, my name is Benary Billo, and on this channel we talk about leveling up, relationships and other interesting conversations. So we do have fun on this channel, and trust me, this is where you want to be. So the first tip I have here is plan in December. Whatever goals you're going to be writing, whatever thing you want to change in 2023, start doing it now. Start doing it in December. Don't wait for January to come before you start writing your goals. Don't wait for January to come before you start working on certain habits that you really want to change in 2023. Here's the thing, if you start planning in December of this year, you're already wetting the ground for what's going to happen in 2023. You're already planting the seeds that's going to germinate in 2023. You're already cultivating, you're already getting the field ready and all of that. But if you start planning in January, when people are already executing their plans, you're going to get set off. Now it's January, the first week, people already start doing things that they've written down, and then here you are just writing your goals, and then you now feel like you're not doing anything, you'll be set back, and before you know, you start feeling like, oh, other people are doing something, you're not doing anything, and you start feeling like a failure already before even the year begins. And that's not the kind of feeling you want to start with. So get prepared, write your goals down, already know what you're going to do once January hits, and start wetting the ground. This actually works especially with certain types of goals. Like let me say you want to be waking up by 6 a.m. in the morning, and you're like, okay, from next year I want to start waking up by 6 a.m. in the morning because everything that I want to achieve would center around that, and that would really help me achieve my goals next year. So if you want to start waking up by 6 a.m. in the morning, start doing it in December. Start waking up, start trying to wake up by 6 a.m. in the morning already in December, so that when you get to January, you already start waking up by 6 a.m. in the morning, so you've already started doing what you said you would do. And there are certain things that, especially when it comes to habits, there are certain habits that cannot just leave you. Like you have to start, you have to fail at it and look for other ways to make it work. Like, okay, maybe you want to wake up at 6 a.m. and you're like, okay, you know what, when it's 6 a.m. I'm gonna pour water on my face, stand up, go to the bathroom, pour water on my face, and I'm going to set an alarm or something. And then you realize that that's not working. Pouring water on your face isn't working, and you're like, you know what, okay, pouring water on my face isn't working. I'm gonna start maybe doing some exercise immediately I wake up, so that I get myself awake and all that. And then you realize that, okay, maybe this is working. You do all the try and error, and then one start working, and then that's what you now start doing in January. Set the train moving in December already, so that when it's January, you already feel like, oh, you're already doing something. You already feel like, oh, certain things have already started working. But if you start doing them in January, January is not going to be like a trial month. And once January passes, it's like the entire year just start running. Before you know it's February, before you know it's March, before you know we're in July, before you know we're in December. So you don't want to start planning in January. January will come by so fast. January is not the time to start planning. January is time to start executing the plans that you've planned already in December. So plan this month. This video will be going up probably on the 27th. Yeah. So after watching this video, go and set your goals. Don't wait for January. Set your goals. Know what you want to do. Let the train start, kickstart the train. Let it start warming up already, so that in January you move. Number 2, talk less and do more. There is no point talking too much about your goals and talking too much about your plans, because that's not really going to help you. Do the things that you want to do and don't talk too much about it. I don't know for you, but for me, when I talk too much about something I'm going to do, I find out that I don't really get to do them anymore, or I don't really move with the same energy I used to talk about it. I'm like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to achieve this, I'm going to achieve that. And then when it's time to do, it's like no more energy. Like, where did all the energy go? Don't spend your energy, don't spend your adrenaline on talking about the things that you're going to do. Spend them on actually doing the things that you're going to do. I've heard people say this scientifically, that when you talk about the things that you're going to do, that there is this feeling or hormone or whatever that's being released, and then almost similar to achieving the goal, right? Like you already start feeling like, oh, I've done this, because you already, those people are going to start looking at you certain ways. Oh, she's going to do this, she's going to do that. By the time she does this, this is who she's going to become, and then you already start getting the reward of actually doing it, whereas you've not done it. Keep it to yourself. Don't talk about it. Just do them. Let people see your results rather than hear you talk about things that you've not done. Let them hear you talk about things that you've already done. Let people see the result, not you talking about things that you've not done already. And that's just going to affect your energy. And at the end of the day, you're probably not going to get those things done. Do them first before talking about them. Number 3, filter the people around you. Whatever you're going to become, whatever you're going to achieve is centered around the people around you. The people around you are going to make you into something, or they're going to destroy you. So you need to be very careful with the kind of energy that you surround yourself with. You need to be very careful with the people that you talk to. You need to be very careful about the people that you share your ideas with, because some people's energy are just not resonating with yours. And when you talk about something that you're going to do, they just have a way of ruining it. I don't know. They just have a way of watering it down or ruining it. And that's why you need to center yourself around the people that you want to resonate with, right? Like if you I know social media a lot, so probably I'm going to use social media as an example a lot. So bear with me, but you can just relate this with whatever you are going through or whatever you want to do, right? So let's say social media, right? I want to do social media. I want to take my YouTube more seriously and all that. I'm not going to start talking to somebody that cannot understand what I'm saying, or somebody that I know that would, be like, what's that? What's social media? All those nonsense, all those things that you are doing, setting your camera, and then you just sit and be talking. I'm not going to start talking to someone that's going to bring down my energy concerning something that I want to do. And that person doesn't necessarily have to be in that niche. The person necessarily don't have to be a YouTuber, but just somebody that supports you, someone that supports your dream. And honestly, I don't know what you'll be doing with friends that don't support you, support your dreams. Like, you should have cut them off already for a long time. Like, they shouldn't be in your life, and they definitely shouldn't follow you to 2023. You can still talk to them once in a while, but you know the things that you're going to be discussing with them. You know that, oh, I'm not going to be talking to this set of people about my goals. There are different kind of friends. There are friends that you talk to your goals about. There are acquaintances. There are people that you don't really say deep things with. So you don't really have deep conversation with. So there are different type of friends. So know the types that you talk to, and know the types that you surround yourself with. Always surround yourself with people that are going to motivate you, people that are going to tell you that, you know what, even if there's this obstacle, even if it's going to be difficult, you can do this. I believe in you. I believe that you can do this. I believe that. Surround yourself with people that are also planning to get somewhere, because that way they're not going to drag you down. That way you can see them moving up the ladder, so you're encouraged to also move up the ladder. Not that you surround yourself with people that don't even really care about anything, and then you want to get somewhere. It's not going to happen, because those people's energy are going to drag you down. And it's so funny that it's easy to drag someone down than to pull someone up. So don't mix yourself with people that are not resonating with you, that are not in the same frequency with you. Get people that, when you're talking, it's not going to be sounding like you're an alien or something. You're going to be having the same kind of conversations, and you have the same kind of vision and the same kind of goals, even if they're not the exact same kind of goals and visions. But you know that these people want to get somewhere, and since you want to get somewhere, everything is just gonna, gel and work fine. Number 4 is, don't bombard yourself with too many goals. 1 or 2 major goals are enough. I know there are sub goals. Those are the ones that, like building blocks that would get you to your major goals, right? But the major goals that you're going to have for next year should not be too much, okay? It should just probably be 1 or 2 goals. Honestly, I wouldn't want you to go beyond 3 goals. Like 3 goals maximum, 3 major goals maximum. Personally, I'm sticking with just 2 goals next year, because I don't want to get overwhelmed. Because when you have too many goals and you're thinking, oh my god, I want to achieve this, I want to achieve that, I want to achieve this, I want to achieve that, that can actually kind of drain your energy, because now you have so many things to do, like so many things, and it becomes scary, it becomes too much, and you want to do this, you want to do this, you want to do this. Which one are you really going to focus on? So it's best to have like just 1 or 2 major goals. Don't overwhelm yourself with too many goals, because once you get overwhelmed, your energy drops, and then you probably wouldn't put in your best, and at the end of the day you just realize that you probably will not achieve anything at the end of 2023. So it's better to make your goals one or two or three major goals, like I said. Then sub goals, those are the other smaller things, and most of the time those smaller things should build up to, help you achieve the major goals. Okay, let me give a practical example. Take for instance, you want to set up a ready-to-wear business, right? And that ready-to-wear business is the major goal. Like, that's a major goal. Starting up my ready-to-wear business is a major goal, right? And under that major goal, you're gonna have sub goals. You're gonna have other goals that are gonna help you build up to, achieve that major goal, like I said, right? So now you're like, okay, for me to have a ready-to-wear brand, one of my goals is, okay, I want to make 10 outfits in the month of January, right? Put out 10 outfits in the month of January. So now you have to sew those outfits, right? That's one of them. The other goal will be that, you know what? One of my goals is to advertise my business rigorously on my platforms, right? Now that's another goal. Those are goals, but they're not major goals. Those ones are going to be so much. You're like, okay, one of my goals is to register my business this month. One of my other goals is that I have to design my logo. One of my other goals is that I have to print out tags. I have to print out, you get what I'm saying, right? Like, you have so many goals that are going to help you achieve the major goals, which is the ready-to-wear brand that you want to set up, the ready-to-wear brand that you want to start in 2023. So these other things that are outlined under them are the things that are going to help you achieve those ones. So those are sub goals. Those are the ones that can be plenty. But you see that major goal of starting a ready-to-wear brand, it shouldn't be too much. Maybe starting a ready-to-wear brand, or okay, what am I saying? Oh my goals. Okay, maybe I shouldn't say all my goals actually to you guys. You guys shouldn't be listening to my goals. The thing is, major goals are not easy to achieve. Let's be honest, they can be exhausting, they take your time, and you don't want to have like 3 or 4 or 5, like I said, because you just get so overwhelmed. And sometimes we actually don't know what we're getting ourselves into until after we're already in it. And then if you have like 5 major goals and then you realize that you're not even achieving any of them at some point, maybe in July, and you realize that you've never even achieved one of those goals, before you know, your energy begins to drop. But if you're focused on 1 or 2 goals, and then you see that you're already doing things, and you see that, things are already happening, you become more energized. And it's not even a bad idea to, have these just 2 goals, and then when it's July and you're like, oh, I've achieved these goals already, let me add 1 more goals to 2023. It's not a bad idea. It's better that way than overwhelming yourself with so many major goals, and then at the end of the day you don't achieve anything. If you can achieve all the goals that you've written down, you can just reset other ones. There's no crime in resetting goals in the middle of the year or when towards the end of the year. There's no crime. So yeah, it's better that way. Don't overwhelm yourself with too many goals. Number 5 is also one of the most important things you need to take note in 2023, and is involve God in everything that you do. I know when I talk about God, it's always sounding very religious and whatever, but yes, I've always said this: there is no harm in getting closer to the person that created you. It's always going to be an advantageous thing and not a disadvantage, right? There's no harm in getting to know the person that made you, that created you. The person could even share secrets with you. The person has the perfect idea of who you are, has the perfect idea of what will work for you and how you can do things. So there is no harm. The person might even tell you some secrets. So move closer to God, take God seriously. And I want to say this as a very deep advice that's really helped me. I hope that you guys don't take this the wrong way, but it's kind of like a revelation for me. And I know that people have churches, like you have a particular church and then you're very committed to your church and you don't want to leave, and you're like, you know what, this church is for me, I will die in this church, okay? But sometimes certain churches are not, should I really talk about this? I don't even know if I should talk about this, so that it doesn't look like I'm giving guys a bad idea. Okay, so you all know that when people give advice, you don't have to listen to the advice, you don't have to take it, it doesn't have to be for you, and so you can discard this advice. But this advice might be for somebody, and if it's for you, I hope that you take it to practice, right? So like I was saying, not all churches are for you for certain seasons. Certain seasons in your life, you probably need to be in certain places that will help foster that. Because unfortunately, the body of Christ, should I say unfortunately? Yeah, the body of Christ is kind of divided, right? Certain churches center on certain things, like living faith. We know they center on faith, and certain churches center on different things, and certain churches center on different things, right? And that's why personally I would say that you can't go to different kind of churches for different season. If it's a particular time, in a particular time in your life, you can be like, you know what, this is what I need in my life. I need to have more faith. I need to work in faith. I need to, build up my faith. Then you can probably start attending certain churches that talk about faith more than other things, right? Now, you don't really have to, like, leave your major church and then just discard them totally. You can probably even just listen to their YouTube videos. Messages are on YouTube. You can attend their weekly activities. Even online, you don't have to go there physically. That's one beautiful thing about this our generation. You can connect without being there, actually. So you can watch their videos, their sermons online, and connect with the major gifts of that church, because it's something that you need. You don't actually have to leave your church. You can still connect and get those things, feed yourself with what you need for a certain time and certain points in your life. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. If you don't understand, you can personally just DM me and I will personally talk about it with you. But I really, really hope that you get it. In summary, take God seriously and resonate with Him more, and He can show you things that you need. He can help you and foster you in a different direction. I'm not saying that you should be waiting for God 24/7 to give you a revelation of what to do next, or then you not do anything and sit down and be like, you know what, I'm waiting for God to give me clear direction. Keep doing. It's in your doing that He will direct you. It's in your doing that you will know that, oh, this is not for me, or this is for me. And that nudge in your spirit. And that's why we all have to be spiritual people, because it's very necessary. You have to be spiritual people, honestly. We have to all be spiritual people, honestly. It will really help you. So yeah, take God seriously in 2023 and you would not regret it. There's nothing to regret in being with God. So yeah, we've come to the end of this video, and if you've watched to this point and you're subscribed, why you're subscribed to this channel. And I hope that this video was really helpful, and I can't wait to see the beautiful and the amazing things that we're going to do next year. Thanks for watching for this long, and don't forget to subscribe, like I said. And if you subscribe, click on the notification bell so you get notified whenever I post a new video. Trust me, this is the channel that you want to be subscribed to in 2023. So guys, before you go, don't forget to stay safe, not stupid. Don't be stupid. You're enough, and God has given you everything you need to succeed. Have a nice day and happy setting goals. Bye.